long way in the last 2 decades, I would say. And there's a lot of discussion these days about the golf ball going too far and clubs making the golf ball go too far.
Yeah.
I know as human beings, we're the same as we were 50 years ago, but I believe that training protocols, strength protocols, speed protocols, we understand that so much better. And I have no doubt that players like DJ, players like Rory are working out Tiger in a different fashion to those players that how they were preparing to go and play golf 50 years ago. So I think as athletes, we're better. We're the same human beings, but as athletes, we're better. Technology-wise, I think what we're seeing twofold. In the driver, we're limiting that face flex, that coefficient of restitution, 0.83, that's limited, but we are getting some of that. I think what some of the companies are doing with how they position the weight, the average weight of a driver head is approximately 200 grams. They go slightly up, slightly down. It's about 200 grams. But the interesting thing is, how do you position the weight within that 200-gram head? And that can make some big differences to the launch, to the spin, even to the shape of the shots that you're hitting. So great engineers, great researchers doing fantastic work on our behalf as golfers there. And then one thing we're starting to see in irons, in the past it was always, we had these big oversized, I call them helper heads, for the higher handicap golfer out there. We had the pretty forged blades that really didn't do anything for the golfer. And then we had something in between that was typically a little bit of a blend between the big and the blade. Now we're starting to see companies come up with these iron heads that really help the golf ball go far. And that's face flex as well. They're making equipment, irons, where that face is flexing and the ball is actually being projected, propelled off the club face. We're seeing higher ball speeds, we're seeing longer shots, we're seeing higher flights. And so understand that if you're starting to look into some equipment, understand what you're getting. Some of us like to hit it further. We all like to hit it further, particularly if you're older like myself. I like to hit it further and higher. But who do you want to be as a player? Particularly young golfers should consider that before embarking on an equipment purchase that perhaps they're not going to be that happy with.